Once upon a time, in a quaint village at the edge of a grand kingdom, there lived a poor miller who had 3 sons. Upon his death, the miller left his modest possessions to his sons. To the eldest, he left the mill, to the middle son, he left his donkey, and to the youngest, Jack, he left his cat. Jack, feeling disappointed with his inheritance, sighed, "What am I to do with a mere cat?" But the cat, a clever and resourceful feline named Puss, had other plans. Puss stood on his hind legs and spoke, "Master, do not despair. Give me a pair of boots and a sturdy sack, and I will make you a wealthy man." Intrigued and with nothing to lose, Jack complied, using his last few coins to buy Puss a fine pair of boots and a sack. Puss donned the boots, slung the sack over his shoulder, and set out into the fields. He filled the sack with fresh vegetables and laid it on the ground, hiding behind a bush. Before long, a curious rabbit ventured into the sack to eat the vegetables. Puss quickly pulled the drawstrings, trapping the rabbit. With his prize in tow, Puss made his way to the royal palace. He presented the rabbit to the king, saying, "Your Majesty, I bring you a gift from my master, the Marquis of Carabas." The king, delighted by the gift, accepted it graciously. Puss continued this ruse, catching various animals and presenting them to the king as gifts from the Marquis of Carabas. Each time, the king grew more impressed with the generosity of this mysterious marquis. One day, Puss learned that the king and his beautiful daughter, the princess, were planning a carriage ride along the riverbank. Seizing the opportunity, Puss hurried back to Jack and instructed him to bathe in the river. Puzzled but trusting his clever cat, Jack did as he was told. As the royal carriage approached, Puss hid Jack's clothes and ran to the king, crying, "Help! My master, the Marquis of Carabas, has been robbed and left to drown." The king immediately ordered his guards to rescue Jack and provided him with fine clothes. The princess, noticing Jack's handsome appearance, blushed and smiled warmly at him. The king invited Jack to join them in the carriage, and Jack, now dressed as a nobleman, accepted. As they rode, Puss ran ahead, arriving at a vast estate owned by a powerful and wicked ogre. The ogre had the ability to transform into any creature he wished. Puss, fearless and cunning, approached the ogre and flattered him, saying, "I've heard of your incredible powers, but I wonder if you can truly transform into a lion?" The ogre, eager to show off, transformed into a fearsome lion, roaring and baring his teeth. Puss feigned fright and praised the ogre's abilities. "But can you transform into something as small as a mouse?" Puss challenged.